Today we present weekly Satsang from Akhand Gyan, the monthly magazine of Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan, which is inspired by His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj. Today's article is from Akhand Gyan magazine of January 2013. The name of the article is A Mother's Fight Against Death. The following story might be imaginary, but the moralistic truth behind this fantasy is undisputed and undeniable. With sorrow and tears in her eyes, the mother watched her sick child lying in the cradle, getting paler by the day. A knock on the door distracted her. As she opened the door with half-sleepy eyes, she saw an old man wrapped up in a cloth which seemed insufficient to keep the cold away. She put a teapot on the stove to give warm tea to the trembling poor fellow. The old man sat beside the cradle and the mother sat next to him, looking sorrowfully at the little creature, breathing with great difficulty. For the past several nights she had not slept even for a minute. So she closed her tired eyes for a moment. Just a few seconds had passed, but as she opened her eyes, the old man, who was none other than Death himself, had taken her child and was gone. Crying and screaming, she ran out of the house. She saw an old woman sitting in the black garb. The old woman told her, "I am Night, and I have seen Death stealing your child." The mother asked her the way where Death took her child. Night replied, "Oh, poor mother, it's impossible to follow Death as it travels faster than the wind. But still, if you want to try, I can tell you the way. For that, you will have to sing those songs that you have sung for your son. I am very fond of those songs." The mother didn't want to waste the critical time, but Night wouldn't tell her the way unless she fulfilled the Knight's desire. The desperate mother wept and sang. Her tears outnumbered her songs, but finally Night told her, "Death has taken your little one into the dark pine forest." In the middle of the forest, the mother reached a crossing. Not able to decide which way to go, she asked a thorn bush, standing right at the crossing. The thorn bush said, "Dear mother, as you see, I am freezing to death. If you give me the warmth of your heart, I can tell you the way to your child." Without giving a second thought, the mother pressed the bush to her chest. The thorns went straight into her flesh and blood streamed out. But a miracle happened. In that chilly winter night, leaves and flowers shot forth from the thorn bush. It was alive again. Following the directions from the bush, the mother reached a big lake. There was neither a ship nor any boat to take her across. The helpless mother pleaded the lake to give her away. The lake took away her two beautiful eyes, which became two precious pearls resting at the bottom of the lake. In return, it carried mother to the opposite side. There she stood in front of a strange house but couldn't see it. Distressfully she screamed, "Where is Death who took away my child?" An old woman, the caretaker of Death's huge greenhouse, told her that Death has not arrived yet, but is expected any minute. The mother begged the old woman to help her get her child back. The old woman said, "If you give me your long black hair, I will take you inside the Death's greenhouse." The mother happily accepted the old lady's snow-white hair in exchange of her long black hair and followed her to the strangest of the places. Flowers and trees marked the life of human beings, and one could hear the human heart beating inside every plant. The old woman told the mother, "When Death comes, he will try to pluck your child's flower. Don't let him do that. Tell Death that if he plucks your son's flower, you will do the same with others. He is responsible for these lives to God and has to make sure that these aren't plucked before the right time. So he will feel threatened." When Death arrived, he was utterly shocked. He asked her the purpose of her arduous journey till his greenhouse. She told him that she had come to take her child back. Meanwhile, she seized two beautiful flowers and threatened to tear them apart if he did not return the child. Death asked her if she was willing to give the other two mothers, corresponding to the two flowers that she held, the same distress that she herself was in. On hearing that, she let go of the flowers, but knelt pleading in front of Death. Death stretched his hand out and gave her two bright eyes that he had collected from the lake on his way, knowing well that those were her eyes. He told the mother that he would show her the entire journey of human life for the two flowers that she was about to disturb and destroy a few minutes before. She was happy to see that one of the flowers became a blessing to the world. It did wonderful things for bringing peace, joy, and prosperity in the whole world. It became a symbol of courage and strength for the human race. But the life of the other flower was extremely upsetting. It was all about sorrow and trouble. It became a symbol of horror and wretchedness. It was itself unhappy and snatched the happiness of those who came in its way. Then Death said one of these was your own child. On hearing that, the mother froze with horror and terror. She implored Death to tell her if it was Misfortune Flower or the one of happiness that was hers. But Death said that he was unable to help her because it was beyond his authority to do so. The mother was trembling with fear and uncertainty. At last she surrendered. She fell down on her knees, wrung her hands, and prayed, "O God, your will is the best because you know the best. Don't hear my prayers when I pray against your will, for I do agree to whatever your decision is." Moaning and crying inconsolably, she hid her head in her lap to avoid watching Death take away her beloved bundle of joy to an unknown land. After making all those unimaginable sacrifices, the mother surrendered. Why? Because she was scared of the future. She knew that she had no control over the child's future, and we always fear the unseen, the uncontrollable. Her heart was overflowing with love for her child, and that was what gave her strength to do the seemingly impossible, that is, chase death. What she did not have was power, the power to shape up her child's future according to her own wishes. She was the mother, she surrendered. But there is somebody who has the power to reshape our future and fill us with desirable qualities. He is none other than a Sadguru, a perfect spiritual master. Our holy texts are full of examples where great gurus changed the destiny of their disciples through their divine powers. These powers are used by Sadguru only if they see a bigger benefit of mankind that can be procured by their act. Theory of karma says that every good deed that has been performed is rewarded and every bad deed has to be punished. Then how does the Sadguru succeed in changing our destiny? If the master finds the disciple worthy, he himself agrees to bear the consequences of the disciple's bad deeds and gives the disciple his own good deeds. So the disciple must prove his or her worthiness in order to be bestowed with this sort of ultimate blessing. The disciples' trust, faith, and obedience, full surrender at the feet of Holy Master ensures full protection, and partial surrender will provide only partial protection. But the prime question is, who is Sadguru? Every person in saffron clothes is not a Sadguru. Every person performing miracles is not a Sadguru. And every person who claims to see our future is not a Sadguru. We as human beings also have the right to evaluate if the person we are ready to surrender ourselves to is a true Guru or not. In this respect, our holy scriptures give us the necessary direction. They say that only that Guru who is capable of showing you God within yourself is the true master. Showing God not with the worldly eyes, but with the divine sight that is capable of overcoming the darkness behind our closed lids. Yes, Mother's love is incomparable, but the true Guru's divine love is supreme. A mother's hearty tribute at the lotus feet of her revered Sadguru. To read more such articles, please subscribe to our monthly magazine of Akhand Gyan, available in 3 languages: Hindi, English, and Punjabi. You can subscribe to the magazine by clicking on the link mentioned in the description.
Thank you for listening to this enlightening reading on Akhand Gyan. On behalf of Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan overseas, I now request you to sit in a comfortable posture. Close your eyes and concentrate on your breath. Inhale with a long and deep breath in, and exhale with a long and deep breath out. As you concentrate on the coming and going of your breath, please take these invaluable moments of peace to contemplate on the importance of the message that you just heard and how this lesson can be applied to your life today.
Shri Ashutosh Shri Om Shri Ashutoshaya Om Shri Ashutoshaya Om Shri Om